And governments in Africa have been asked to look more deeply into the areas of care for children, the elderly and persons living with disabilities. The Africa Caring Summit held here in Lagos focused on the need for policies, programs and investments to be targeted at these groups of persons to enhance rapid development of the continent. Senior correspondent Jacqueline Ogo has the details.
Africa is estimated to be a continent that will have a population of 2.5 billion people by the year 2050. And Nigeria is expected to be the third most populous nation in the world by 2050. But the continent still depicts a global space that lacks adequate provision of care facilities for children, the elderly, and persons living with disabilities. This was the reason for the maiden Caring Africa Summit in Lagos. The panelists here are optimistic that adequate provision of the needed facilities will enhance productivity in workplaces because workers with dependents in the mentioned categories will be able to focus at work.
Looking for human resource, which is what is our greatest value system, the human resource we have, we need to be able to recognize that investing in that human resource right from birth all the way upwards is the only way we can grow our economy.
Stepping aside for expression of opinions, the discussants talked about the importance of investments in care facilities.
We need to invest in care. So in the United States, the care economy is valued at $650 billion. And that is even an economy that already has care infrastructure. So there is a care opportunity here, right? And this is a call to investors that are looking at Nigeria. How do we make sure that we can spot the care opportunity? How can we invest in childcare infrastructures, elder care infrastructures, structures for disabled people with disabilities? When we invest in those people and those facets of our society, we can actually double the GDP of our economy.
We have both young people and maybe a bit older people in the workplace, and they have young children that they need to care for. So if they know that their children really being cared for, then they can focus 100% at work.
In making developmental policies, African governments are also being advised to ensure equity, especially workplace equity and fairness.
A lot of focus and emphasis are on the women now. We shouldn't just be biased and, make the child care, the social care all about women. Under our ministry, we have men that are also, participating and these essential services. So we need to continue to advocate to ensure that there's that balance.
Watchers of national development say Nigeria is at a point where all great ideas for sustainable development cannot be ignored. All-inclusive governance, they say, remains the right path to impressive progress. Jacqueline Ogo, TVC News, Lagos.